Good evening. My name is Bio Gundam, and this is my audition for the Harry Potter Wizarding World tabletop RPG. Angel Arts is running. So, just to give myself a brief introduction, I'm Bio Gundam. I make anime, manga content, and I also maybe play visual novels every now and then. And I just kind of do whatever I want. And I love playing tabletop RPGs and stuff. And as a child, I grew up reading Harry Potter. In fact, my nana used to read me Harry Potter a lot. So kind of showcasing my age here a bit, but yeah, so now the introduction's out of the way, let me just talk a bit about my character. So the character I'm going with, his true name is Louis Camille, but the name that he likes to go by is Crow Nightmare. So he is French, if you could tell by the name. So his backstory is that he was born in the city of Marseille, and he is from a famous family of wizards from France known as the Camilles. A family who is famous for their passion and love of the high arts, like plays, artworks, and music. They're very hardcore into that, and so it's not a hardcore leap in logic that my character wanted to be a musician while growing up, and his family is just super cool about that. But the problem that he's facing right now is that he wants to be an indie goth rocker, essentially. He wants to be an indie goth rocker and hang out more with the muggles more, and not be dragged down by boring wizard world politics or or maintaining the bloodline per se. So his relationship with his family is kind of rocky, as his family is more of the hardcore traditionalists as far as magic families go. They're not oh, all muggles are inferior to us, but more the lines of, we've been this way for centuries and this is how it's going to continue. And my character's more and my character's kind of more the black sheep of the family, where he still wants to carry on to the tradition of being in the performing arts and stuff, but he wants to do he wants to do something different, and his family is kind of different, but despite the slightly rocky relationship he has with his family, he studied at the and my French is fucking horrid, so at the Bullixent Academy of Magic. He studied at the French magic school. I not very good at pronouncing mostly French words, so forgive me. So he had his education at the French magic school, and he was his main talent at magic seemed to be charms and transfiguration magic, with everything else he was kind of average at. And as far as extracurricular classes went, the French magic school had a great performing arts club, which he did pretty well in, and he also dived a bit into muggle studies as well, while on the side looking for people to get this band together, because he wants to be a goth rocker. He wants to make a goth rock band, and with mixed results. As far as personality wise goes, he's kind of cold and aloof, who's very selfish and quite goal orientated, but deep down is very passionate about life and the arts, and has a slight soft spot for muggles and their culture. He finds a lot of the things they invent very fascinating and interesting, and that's kind of where some of the conflict from his family comes from, is that where he's willing to embrace change and not be bogged down by the past, which majority of his family is. So he's a musician. He's a musician. He likes to paint. He likes to be a poet, and he's just super hardcore into the goth and emo scene. So yeah. So he's pretty cool. And that's basically my character, Crow Nightmare. And even if I don't get picked, it was a pleasure. And this is Bio Gundam signing off. Bye-bye for now. Goodbye for now.